Real beats Epique only when it comes to a little higher stock awards and slightly lower transaction fees, but in all their points like caps, leads, mentorship, marketing, healthcare, dental, vision, and money-making tools and opportunities, Epique absolutely blows Real out of the water. So while they're both great companies, objectively, Real just can't compare to Epique when it comes to helping agents earn more and live better. But don't take my word for it. Here's arguably the most comprehensive breakdown of the facts between Epique Realty versus Real Broker. First, let's talk about commission splits. Both Epique Realty and Real Brokerage offer an 85-15 split. This means you'll keep 85% of your commission and the brokerage takes 15%. So it's a tie here. Both get a point. Next up is the cap. Real has a cap of $12,000, while Epique starts with a cap of $15,000. However, there's a twist. Epique's cap actually decreases by $1,000 each year for 5 years, reaching $10,000 in year 5. So initially, Real got the point for the lower cap. But if you're planning on staying in real estate for at least 3 more years, Epique takes the lead with a lower cap in the long run. So I give the point to Epique because, again, I'm assuming you're going to be in real estate for at least another 3 years. Now let's talk about monthly fees. Real advertises no monthly fees, but they have an annual fee of $750. In other words, they just used extra steps to say they do actually have a monthly fee, just like Epique. As you can see, Epique has a $149 monthly fee, or $99 if you pay annually, while Real has the equivalent of a $62.50 monthly fee, so point to Real for lower monthly costs. Now, I would be a total failure if I didn't mention that for what you get at Epique for your monthly fee versus Real is mind-blowing. Free leads, free one-on-one mentorship, billboards, marketing, healthcare, and literally 25 other perks at Epique that are all included in your monthly fee. But we'll get to that soon. Next up is transaction fees, where things get interesting. Real charges a $285 transaction fee only after you cap, which is great. Epique, on the other hand, charges a 0.1 transaction fee based on purchase price, capped at $500 per transaction. This fee drops to $250 per transaction after you've paid a total of $5,000 in transaction fees. Since Real has no transaction fees prior to capping, they get an obvious point there. And after capping, for transactions over $285K, Real's $285 fee is lower than Epique's, so they get a point there too. For transactions under $285K, Epique's 0.1% fee is lower, so point to Epique. And after you reach $5,000 paid in transaction fees, Epique's fee drops to $250 or even lower, earning them another point. While at Real, you'd need to pay another $6K in transaction fees before you get the lower transaction fee of $129. Confusing? It's okay. Let's run a scenario on an agent doing 40 transactions a year. We'll assume each transaction is worth $300K. Here's how the numbers would look for them at Epique Realty. Now let's compare those numbers to Real Brokerage. As you can see, Real at $40 a year is actually a smidge less than Epique, but it's still less, so point to Real there. However, let me just state real quick for clarity that even if 3 or 4 of those agents' 40 deals were listings, then Epique's included services would have actually saved them $3,000 or more, helped them generate more leads, and make more money at the same time. But more on this later. Now let's consider additional costs. As a real estate agent, you have both E&O insurance, which the national average is $660 a year, but I want to be super conservative and say it's half that at only $330. And then CE credits. The national average right now is right about $100 that you are required to pay to keep your license. So combined, about $430 a year. This isn't including taxes, association fees, or other costs that may be associated with keeping your license active. This section is focused only on E&O insurance and CE credits because at a national level, those are both required to keep your license active. And here's the good news about that. Epique pays for both of these, while Real does not. While Epique arguably should get 3 points for 3 areas they include that Real doesn't, I'll just give Epique a single point for not charging an annual fee while covering CE credits and E&O insurance, even in expensive states where it's over $700 a year. Next, we're going to talk about stocks and rev share, and then in a minute, leads, mentorship, and so much more. But real quick, if you got more questions about Epique, are ready to join us, or want a custom breakdown that will compare your current brokerage to Epique so you know if this move makes sense or not, then take 30 seconds and book a call in the description below with my team right now. There's no cost, no pressure, and you'll walk away knowing exactly what you're doing next. Now let's look at stocks. Both Real and Epique offer stock awards and purchase options. Let's break them down, starting with the different ways you can earn stocks. We'll do them one at a time to hopefully make sure it all makes sense, because it's kind of a lot. Both Real and Epique award stocks for capping. Point to both. Sponsorship. Both Real and Epique award stocks for sponsoring and recruiting agents. Point to both. Performance. Real offers elite status, where after reaching the 12K cap and paying an additional 6K in transactions fee, you can get 16K in stock awards. With a 300K price point, this would take about 30 transactions. Epique offers Power Award, where after reaching 24 transactions, you can get up to 15K in stock awards. Regardless of price point, you get this once you hit 24 transactions. But I think it's fair to give them both a point. Cultural. Real allows you to earn 8K in stock awards if you teach monthly topics for all Real agents. That's a point to Real. First sale. Epique awards agents stock the first time they sell a home at Epique. Point to Epique. Joining. Epique agents receive stock just for joining Epique. Another point to Epique. Anniversary. Epique agents receive stock every year on their anniversary date of joining Epique. So another point to Epique. As you can see, Epique beats out Real when it comes to earning stock for free, especially for those just joining Epique. Continuing on with stocks at both Real and Epique, you have options to be able to purchase stock. Here's the differences. Purchasing stock at Real. You can use up to 10% of your commission to purchase stock. They'll also give you a 10% pre-cap stock purchase bonus and a 20% post-cap stock purchase bonus. You can opt out anytime. You can opt in only once a year. You must purchase at least $250 worth of stock or the stock purchase will not go through. There are caps on how much stock can be purchased through Real's stock equity program. Now let's look at purchasing stock at Epique. Use up to 10% of your commission to purchase stock. Purchase stock at a 20% discount. No cap on the amount of stock you're able to purchase other than what's available. You can opt in and out anytime. I'd say overall the stock options are pretty close, so a point to both for having stock purchase options. But I want to award points for areas that are clearly different, such as Epique allowing agents to opt in on every transaction versus Real's once a year opt-in limit. So point to Epique there. Also, Epique has no cap on the amount that can be purchased from the stock options aside from what's available, whereas Real has a cap on the amount agents can purchase through the stock program. So I think it's fair to give Epique a point there. However, since Real awards more stocks overall, they for sure get a point. And honestly, I'll give them 2 points because they've got a pretty decent stock award program. P.S. If you're watching this video right now, you have a sort of hidden opportunity with Epique, which is they aren't publicly traded yet. Again, not financial advice, but just sharing how those who were early at Real and EXP saw huge returns just for getting stock early and selling real estate as usual. Next up is RevShare, but make sure you keep watching because after this, we're going to go over Real's agent perks and the insane 30+ perks that Epique includes for all their agents. You will seriously not believe it. Okay, so RevShare is a hot topic, despite the fact that the vast majority of agents do not benefit from RevShare in any noticeable way. Yes, you might think I'm crazy for saying that since a lot of my income is based on RevShare, but it's just the truth. Agents make the majority of their money selling homes. Very, very few make money from RevShare. But both companies do offer RevShare, so of course, I'm going to cover it. Real quick, let me show you a comparison of GCI, gross commission income, versus company dollar, since this is very important when it comes to rev share. If an agent you recruit to your tier 1 has a $9,000 commission check, here's how much you'd make for recruiting them. Very clear difference. But first, let's give a point to both for offering rev share to begin with. I think pretty much all brokerages will eventually do this. Now, as you can see, Real offers a higher rev share payout per agent than Epique. So, point to Real. In addition, Real also has a higher cap of rev share that can be earned per agent per year on tiers 1 through 4. So again, point to Real. However, here's where a really important distinction needs to be made. Real's rev share comes with several stipulations. You have to personally close 2 transactions per year. You have to personally have contributed at least $450 in revenue to Real every 6 months. You must have the correct amount of unlocked agents in your tier 1 to even get paid on the other tiers. Before you get happy or sad, remember what I said earlier. The vast majority of agents don't care about or won't benefit in any meaningful way from rev share. So quite honestly, for most of you watching, rev share should probably be the least significant factor used in choosing a brokerage. But for the few that do care about rev share, such as myself and team leaders, brokers, recruiters, coaches, these stipulations from Real can be absolute revenue killers. The same issue occurs at EXP too, and it's even worse at LPT. Basically, what it boils down to is the more agents you recruit to Real, the less Real will pay you, and the harder they make it for you to get paid. Let me give you a personal example of my time at EXP, which has an almost identical rev share structure as Real. EXP pays more than any other brokerage when it comes to rev share, by the way. Anyway, I recruited over 100 agents to EXP, which was awesome. But last year, I missed out on over $20K in rev share simply because I was shy of 2 FLQAs. Yep, 2 agents. That's it. Now, mind you, I still did the work to coach and train the agents that brought in all that revenue for EXP. But for reasons beyond my control, I was denied $20,000. Now, before you brush this off, imagine that you worked hard and closed deals with several clients, and then out of nowhere, your brokerage was like, hey, because 2 of your other clients didn't buy or sell this year, we're going to take $20,000 of your hard-earned commission from the clients that you did close deals with and put it right into our pockets or give it to other agents. My guess is that you'd be in an uproar over that because the concept is insane. That's what opened up my eyes. And that's because it is insane. And that's why my eyes were open. What I realized was that as long as EXP, Real, and other companies kept putting restrictions and barriers between me and rev share, my income would always be extremely vulnerable. Epique doesn't do that. So while you might have the ability to earn more per agent at Real, I'd much rather align with a company that doesn't make it harder and harder to get paid, while paying me less the more I recruit, and that also makes it fairly easy for me to lose a chunk of my rev share at any given point for things beyond my control, like whether an agent decides to sell real estate or not. How am I supposed to control that? That's why I think Epique gets a point for unlocking all 5 levels from day 1, and another point for having no personal production requirements, and another point for not requiring my spouse or kids to have a real estate license and become recruiters in order to get the rev share I built up to will them one day. All right, I hope that really clears up and puts into perspective rev share for you. Now, we're going to move on to the most mind-blowing section that seriously, I kid you not, if you took what KW, EXP, Real, and LPT all offer agents and combine them together, it wouldn't come close to what Epique gives all their agents for free. Are you ready for this? Let's compare the included perks. This is going to be the craziest section by far. So to keep it simple, we'll award points for each perk included with the brokerage. We'll be excluding already covered items such as stocks, rev share, caps, splits, and additional costs. We'll just run down a list of categories and kind of compare them side by side. But before we get into the list of included perks, let me address something very important. Culture is not a perk. Stop. You can't control the brokerage culture. You can't hire or fire the staff or leaders that dictate the culture of the brokerage. And while I have no doubts that both Real and Epique have amazing cultures, it's very subjective and not tangible, and we're trying to be objective in this video. So I say again, culture is not a perk. And I hold the same view for masterminding too. I've yet to see any high quality mastermind within a brokerage that you couldn't get into an equally high quality one outside of the brokerage. Okay, moving on to included perks. This is about to get spicy. Leads. Real, no leads. Epique, free buyer and seller leads, so point. No extra splits or fees on those leads, point. Delivered right to your CRM, should be a point, but I'll hold back. And they generally have lots of leads. But again, I won't give them a point for that. Healthcare. Real, no healthcare included. Epique, free healthcare included. Point. Free virtual primary care doctor. Free 24/7 virtual urgent care. Free virtual mental health care visits. Point. Free dental plans, summer 2024. Point. Free vision plans, summer 2024. Point. Free 1,000 of the most common prescriptions. Point. 80% or more discount on other prescriptions, should be a point, but I'll hold it back. 90-day supply on those subscriptions, should be a point, hold it back. Free delivery to your door with those prescriptions, should be a point, hold it back. Add your spouse for $20 a month to get all these perks, point. Add your kids for $5 a month, point. Steeply discounted health sharing plans, point, because they'll help you cover hospital visits, labs, specialists, radiology, and more. Plus, no network restrictions. Training. Real, live on-demand training, so give them a point. Epique, also live and on-demand training, give them a point. Pet and veterinarian care. Real, nope. Epique, free AirVet pet care, summer 2024, so point. Cash offer and iBuyer program. Real, no. Epique, free click offers, iBuyers, and certified cash buyers, so point. Business postcard / mailer subscription. Real, no. Epique, free Thanks.io business subscription, point. Realty.com verified profile. Real, no. Epique, free Realty.com verified profile, point. Virtual staging. Real, no. Epique, free AI virtual staging, point. Listing photos. Real, no. Epique, free high quality listing photos on all listings, point. Yard signs. Real, no. Epique, free metal with a colonial post yard sign, point. Yard sign placement and removal. Real, no. Epique, free yard sign placement and removal, point. Agent billboards. Real, no. Epique, free agent billboard forever, well, at Epique, of course, point. Listing billboards. Real, no. Epique, free 7-day listing billboard for every listing branded with you, point. Fall 2024, by the way. Headshots. Real, no. Epique, free AI headshots. This should be a point, by the way, but AI headshots are pretty easy to get, so I'm not going to give Epique a point for that. Car washes. Real, no. Epique, free local unlimited car washes, so point. Real quick, you'll see agents make fun of Epique including car washes, as if Epique doesn't include all the other perks I just said and the ones that are coming next that will blow your mind. Also, they're acting as if clients don't judge them secretly for having their car covered in bird poop and pollen and who knows what else. Let's be honest. When your car looks good and you pull up to that showing, your client notices. And more importantly, you notice. Speaking of your car, roadside assistance. Real? No. Epique, free 24/7 roadside assistance, point. That comes with 24/7 emergency breakdown support, unlimited towing distance, flat tire replacements, lockouts, battery jump and replacements, fuel and fluids delivery, and you can add your family and children who are under 25. So I'm going to give an extra point for that because I've got a wife and 2 kids, so this saves me money. Fall 2024. CRM. Real, free, lofty CRM. Point. Epique, free, lofty CRM. Point. Lofty CMAs. Real, no. Epique, 5 free, lofty CMAs a month. Point. Fully customizable IDX website. Real, no. Epique, free, full, customizable IDX website that also connects to your lofty CRM. Point. Personal domain. Real, no. Epique, free vanity domain. Point. AI certification. Real, no. Epique, free AI Pro certification. Point. This includes ChatGPT plus 12 other AI tools. And there's even rewards for this. Social media ads and email blasts. Real? No. Epique. Free social media ads and email blasts on all new listings, open houses, price reductions, and back on markets. This should be multiple points, but I'll keep it to 1 point. Social media management platform. Real? No. Epique. Free social media platform. Point. This comes with automated posting, content scheduling, analytics and insights, and other features. Mentorship. Real? No. Epique, free one-on-one mentorship for life. That includes one-on-one mentorship for new agents, one-on-one mentorship for experienced agents, one-on-one mentorship for teams, recruiters, brokers. This again should be multiple points, but I'll keep it to that 1 point. Business development program. Real? Yes. Point. Epique. Yeah. Point. Canva Pro. Real? No. Epique. Free Canva Pro account. Point. Digital business card. Real? No. Epique. Free Popple digital business card. Point. Transaction coordinators. Real? No. Epique. Free transaction coordinator on every deal. Point. And guys, there's even more. Now listen, just stop and really think about everything you just heard. If you took what eXp, Real, LPT, Fathom, and KW offered agents and combined them all together, they still wouldn't come close to what Epique offers their agents for free. That's why it's not even a contest between Epique and Real when it comes to who gives more to their agents. But if you really need to, let's tally up all the points. Here we go. Commission split. Real 1, Epique 1. Initial cap. Real 1, Epique 0. Cap after 3 years. Real 0, Epique 1. Cap after 5 years. Real 0, Epique 1. Monthly fees. Real 1, Epique 0. Transaction fees over $285K. Real 1, Epique 0s. Transaction fees under $285K. Real 0, Epique 1. Overall transaction fees. Real 1, Epique 0. Additional costs. Real 0, Epique 1. Stocks. Real 3, Epique 3. Revenue share. Real 3, Epique 3. Perks and features. Real 3, Epique 37. 37, okay? You're hearing me right now? 37. The total points now are Real 14 and Epique 48. Remember, both Real and Epique are amazing companies with amazing leadership, but only one literally puts more into agents than all of the other top brokerages combined. So seriously, don't cheat yourself out of a brokerage that actually puts their money where their mouth is when they say agents first. And if you're worried about the financials of Epique and how seemingly impossible it is for them to provide all this for free, good. That's smart skepticism, and I made a whole video on Epique's financials that you can check out. But for you here right now, the short is they're debt-free, they're not bloated with high salary executives, they pre-negotiated incredible rates or got them for free for every perk they offer agents, and they've been profitable for years with a model designed to scale and become more profitable over time. So stop, go to the description and book a call. No strings attached. You'll meet with my team, and in 15 minutes or less, we'll help you with a breakdown on whether Epique really is the best choice for your business or not. And I'm going to make a promise. If you don't leave with value, then I'll give you a copy of my 100K in 100 days plan for free, just to make sure you feel your time was not wasted. Okay, go book it. My team and I really can't wait to meet you. Something tells me your business is about to get epic.